Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Now, you guys know, he's had a tough time since Saturday night. You guys know that, right? His mother's house burned to the ground. Everything they had, they lost Saturday night. Okay? So we keep him and his family in the prayers. His mom's here. They have nothing to go back to in New York, so she's going to end up coming to Oxford. The university's going to be able to help her in some ways, get her settled for a little bit. But the good thing is that nobody was hurt.
That's okay.
My life has changed a lot. It's funny because I always would say when Zakai left for school, I was gonna leave New York.
There you go.
My daughter would often say, she still says, God was gonna get you out of New York one way or another, even if he had to burn your house down. So, we joke about that now.
Voel's sophomore, Zakai Zeigler, and his mom forged a tight-knit bond growing up in Rockaway, New York, where violence was common and the family was at times homeless.
Before my son was 5 years old, we probably went to more funerals than he did birthday parties. And it became a norm because of where we came from. Society has given him every reason to just give up on himself. And they would have gave him a pass for that. And no, he never wanted that.
What Zakai wanted was to play basketball, all the way to a D1 scholarship. A tough road for a 5'9" point guard without much name recognition.
He's not the tallest guy on the floor, normally the smallest guy on the floor, but he's got a heart. He's got a heart as big as you can imagine, and he's got a spirit about him that is unmatched. I always say it's in his DNA. And at the time when he came here, we needed a shot of that DNA in our program.
That spirit would be severely tested in just his freshman season when Zakai got the call that would upend his world.
Zeigler's family lost their residence in a house fire on Long Island. His family's gone through a lot of the last week or so.
Man, everything just started feeling like it was getting good. Now we lost it all again. I couldn't do anything but cry at that moment, honestly.
As word of the tragedy spread, Voel's fans were clamoring to help. With the assistance of the university, Zakai launched a GoFundMe campaign meant to cover his family's basic needs, with an initial goal of $50,000.
I posted it, and literally 10 minutes later, it was at 10,000. I had a big smile on my face. I was like, wow. It's like, what? I called my mom. I was like, oh, look, you see what is that?
We requested originally $50,000, and that $50,000 was met in 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
My mom was crying every time I called her. She wasn't talking, she was just crying.
I'm not used to help. I'm not used to help. So to see so many people step up and stand in the gaps for me and my baby,
it blew my mind in a billion pieces.
it was $363,000 and change. Yep.
They were blown away. They just couldn't believe that people could love him that well, that people that didn't even know him. Vol Nation fell in love with Z.
Today, the family of Zakai Zeigler is settling into a new home here in East Tennessee. Big Orange Nation helped make it happen.
I'm not that emotional, but man, this one hits the heart for sure.
I moved to Knoxville. I bought a home that's big enough for my children and grandchildren, and it's perfect for us.
Oh man, Tennessee. It's more than just a basketball program.
I'm from New York, but my home is in Tennessee, and my son taught me that.
Zeigler, they need it. Zeigler lays it in. Good job.